So I just want to come by to say that peace looks different for everyone. For certain people, peace can be something as simple as actual quiet time, stillness, silence. For others, it could be being able to sit down and watch your favorite show, or drinking a cup of tea. For others, it could be something as simple as being able to pay all my bills and have money left over for luxury items. It could be something as simple as a hot meal. It could be spending time with family, with children, because you never get to see them often. It's doing something that truly brings joy from within your spirit and out. And it's a state of bliss. And again, it does not look the same for everyone. It is not always going to be some Zen type of vibe with like candles and meditation and chants. It can be peaceful for some people. For others, it doesn't bring them peace. It's not going to do the trick because they're more family centered. So for everyone, it's different. For some people, it's going to church or tapping into their spiritual practices. And for others, let's be real, there are some people who money just makes them really happy. Having enough that they don't have to worry about anything makes them truly happy. Status makes them happy. Attention makes them happy. You have to figure out what makes you truly happy and peaceful. So those are two different things. You need to ask yourself, okay, what brings me happiness? Is that temporary? How do I make it more permanent? What about it makes me happy? And then what brings me ultimate peace? Is it knowing that I'm safe? Is it knowing that my kids are safe? Is it that knowing that I leave behind a legacy? Whatever brings you peace, you have to tap into that. And in order to do that, and the reason why a lot of us don't know, because a lot of us don't know what brings us peace. And the reason that is could be because a lot of people are afraid of being in solitude. And in order to find what brings you true peace and bliss, you have to be in solitude. You've got to have alone time. You've got to have quiet time and downtime to tap into those questions and ask yourself those tough questions and be able to tell yourself, like, okay, in solitude, what do I like to do? What makes me eternally happy? And we don't get to ask ourselves those questions because we're always stuck in survival mode. We always have to do something else, take care of another aspect of life, whether it's our health. So this is usually why we don't know what really brings us peace. And we think it's the things that bring us happiness. But again, some of those things are temporary because it doesn't keep you in the state of calm and chill forever. For example, you might save money, but eventually you got to spend money, right? So that when you spend money, you go backwards. So no, that's not it. But maybe you can ask yourself more questions to figure out why money is a part of the equation. Maybe it is because it goes back to the whole idea of safety, security. Could be the bigger theme, right? And so it takes a lot of analyzing, a lot of questions to ask. So that is why that is important. When you do find what puts you in a state of bliss, then you're able to tap into that on a daily basis. And you can inject that into your daily practices. And so then you can actually come up with a list of different things that you can do as supplemental actions that bring that bliss out, right? Because of creativity, if me being able to be creative is my state of bliss, then I'm going to make sure that everything in my environment caters to that, or at least majority of the stuff that I'm surrounded by caters to that, right? I'm going to try and see if I can maybe decorate a corner in my room just for my creative outlet. Maybe I might join a couple of apps to tap into that creativity. Maybe I might utilize some devices around the house to help bring creativity. Maybe I may encourage myself by redecorating a certain area of my house. Maybe I might take up a class, a free class that is every month or once a week. If it's, what else? If it's like dance or For example, if it's tea, cup of tea, put that in your daily routine. And so when we're able to do that, we'll be happier clearly. And we'll be able to find that place of peace more quickly. We'll be able to tap into that more often, rather quickly. And that's where the power lies, because you're able to transform those negatives into positives, because you're able to go and tap into what brings you joy, what brings you peace, and stay there. And you can run and escape there if you need to, if escapism is your thing. So that is why it's important. But it's important to know that it doesn't look the same for everyone. So don't have this fantasy, idealized version of peace that you must attain that is impossible and unrealistic and impractical. It looks different for everyone else. And you can be okay with that. You have to be okay with that. So, yeah. I just thought I should mention that, because I think people have this thing crazy, like they think it looks a certain way, and so that's why they're like, oh, I've never seen it before. But you know, at least the area of life that will make you happier as a person, and don't pick what you think everyone else wants you to pick. Actually do the work. Stay in solitude, figure it out. Do random things, because maybe you haven't found it. You haven't found it yet because you're not trying different things. Try different things. I can tell you from my own personal experience, I never knew how much peace horseback riding brought to my life until I went and I did it. And I only did it because I got a Groupon to go a couple times, and I used it before I lost it. I used it before it expired, is what I mean. So, yeah. Didn't even know. Like, naturally, I was a natural and everything. Didn't even know I was good at horseback riding my first time. And it was so freeing, and it was just an amazing experience. What else? Oh, I liked archery also. And axe throwing. So yeah, figure it out. You can do it.